One of the most telling signs of an evil person is their ability to manipulate others. They often twist situations to their advantage, making you question your own perceptions and feelings. This psychological tactic can leave you feeling confused and unsure of yourself. Number two is lack of empathy. Evil individuals typically show little to no empathy towards others. They might disregard your feelings or dismiss your experiences, often prioritizing their own desires above anyone else's. This lack of emotional connection is a red flag. The other sign that you're dealing with an evil person is that they are charming at first. Many evil people come across as charismatic and charming, especially during initial encounters. This facade can be deceiving, as their charm often masks their true intentions. Be cautious of someone who seems too good to be true. The other sign of an evil person is constant blame. If someone consistently shifts blame onto others, it's a sign of a deeper issue. Evil individuals rarely take responsibility for their actions and instead deflect accountability, leaving others to bear the burden of their mistakes. The other sign that you're dealing with an evil person is their disregard for rules. An evil person often operates outside of societal norms and rules. They may flaunt laws or ethical standards, believing they are above accountability. Their willingness to bend or break rules can create a toxic environment. The other sign you're dealing with an evil person is inconsistent stories. Pay attention to how someone tells their story. If their narratives are frequently inconsistent or filled with contradictions, it may indicate deceitful behavior. Evil people often lie or exaggerate to maintain their image or manipulate others. The other sign you're dealing with an evil person is isolation tactics. An evil person may try to isolate you from your friends and family. They may subtly or overtly discourage your relationships with others, aiming to control and dominate your life. This isolation can be a method of exerting power over you. Evil individuals often identify and exploit the weaknesses of others. They may use your insecurities or fears against you, manipulating situations to keep you off balance and vulnerable. The other sign that you're dealing with an evil person, watch for how someone reacts to criticism or confrontation. An evil person may respond with anger, defensiveness, or even aggression. This hostile reaction can serve as a tool for intimidation and control. If someone frequently pits people against each other, they are likely engaging in triangulation. This tactic is often used by manipulative individuals to create drama and maintain control over interpersonal relationships. Another sign you're dealing with an evil person is gaslighting. This is a common tactic used by evil people, where they make you doubt your own reality or memory. This psychological manipulation can leave you feeling powerless and confused, questioning your own sanity. Another sign of an evil person, they lack genuine relationships. Evil individuals often struggle to maintain healthy, genuine relationships. They might have a history of toxic relationships or seem to have no close friends. This lack of depth in connections can be a warning sign. Evil people are known for the excessive jealousy. An evil person may exhibit extreme jealousy towards others. This jealousy can manifest as possessiveness or controlling behavior, reflecting their insecurity and desire for dominance. Dishonesty is another sign that you're dealing with an evil person. They frequently lie. If you find yourself constantly questioning someone's honesty, it's a strong indicator that they may not have your best interests at heart. Evil individuals are often extremely self-centered. They may only talk about themselves and show little interest in your thoughts or feelings, indicating a lack of genuine care for others. An evil person may often portray themselves as a victim, regardless of their circumstances. This tactic is used to garner sympathy and manipulate others into feeling sorry for them, distracting from their harmful behavior. Be wary of someone with unpredictable mood swings. An evil individual may switch from charming to aggressive in an instant, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty around them. If someone consistently invades your personal space or boundaries, it can signal a lack of respect for your autonomy. Evil individuals often disregard others' boundaries to exert control. Pay attention to how someone speaks to you. If their language is often condescending or demeaning, it may indicate an attempt to undermine your self-esteem and assert dominance. An evil person rarely admits to wrongdoing. They lack accountability. They might rationalize their behavior or blame external factors, demonstrating an unwillingness to learn from mistakes. Evil individuals often exploit power dynamics in relationships, whether in professional settings or personal ones. They may use the authority to manipulate or intimidate others. If someone frequently gossips or spreads rumors, it's a red flag. Evil individuals thrive on drama and they enjoy damaging others' reputations for their own amusement. They love gossiping and slander. Another sign that you're dealing with an evil person is unpredictable consequences. Interacting with an evil person can lead to unpredictable and often negative consequences. They may engage in behavior that leaves you feeling anxious or stressed, unsure of how they will react. Be cautious of someone who frequently makes promises they don't keep. This behavior demonstrates a lack of integrity and a willingness to manipulate your expectations. An evil person may exhibit obsessive traits, whether in relationships or objects or projects. This obsession often stems from a desire for control and can lead to destructive behaviors. If someone routinely disregards your boundaries, it's a sign of their lack of respect for you as an individual. Evil individuals often push limits to see how far they can go. An evil person may use guilt as a weapon, making you feel responsible for their feelings or actions. This tactic can create a toxic dynamic that keeps you feeling obligated to them. Sometimes evil individuals will fake vulnerability to gain sympathy or manipulate others. This act can draw you in, making you feel protective and responsible for their well-being. A desire for control is a hallmark of evil behavior. An individual who constantly seeks to dominate situations or people is often driven by fear and insecurity. If someone uses fear as a tool for manipulation, it's a strong indicator of their evil nature. This might include threats, intimidation, or creating an atmosphere of anxiety. An evil person may claim to hold certain values but behave contrary to those beliefs. This inconsistency can confuse others and reflect a lack of integrity. Evil individuals often seek constant validation from others. Their need for approval can lead to manipulative behaviors as they attempt to control how others perceive them. If someone consistently belittles or mocks others, it reveals their desire to elevate themselves at the expense of those around them. This behavior can be deeply damaging. An evil person may portray themselves as a martyr, suggesting that they sacrifice themselves for others. This self-serving behavior often aims to manipulate and control perceptions. Watch for signs of sabotage in relationships or situations. An evil individual may undermine others' efforts, driven by jealousy or a desire to feel superior. Evil individuals often act without considering the consequences of their actions. This reckless behavior can harm others and create chaos. Be wary of someone who showers you with excessive praise or flattery. This tactic can be manipulative, aiming to win your trust before revealing their true intentions. An evil person may resort to emotional blackmail, threatening to withdraw love or support if you don't comply with their demands. This tactic is a form of control that can be emotionally devastating. If someone seems to take pleasure in others' failures or suffering, it indicates a malicious streak. This behavior is a clear sign of an evil mindset.